40 Days for Life, Sean Carney. Thank you all for coming on. I want to play, if I can, for you, Sean, some of the montage of the criticism that Harrison Butker has gotten. Watch.
It just feels like such a huge step backwards in our culture. And I keep thinking we're so past this, and yet here we are again, like back in the 50s.
When somebody gets up and says that sort of thing to somebody like yourself or your daughter, it's just outrageous. It's completely outrageous.
I think he has mother issues. I think that's the real issue with the guy. He has big mother issues, so get a therapist.
What I find fascinating about it is that and I look through all of these criticisms, is they're all like, oh, this and outrageous and this, but nobody gives a reason. Nobody specifies what they're angry at. They just kind of have these big, vague assessments.
Yeah, it's just like, let's kill him. You know, he's the worst person in the entire universe because he gave a Catholic talk at Benedictine College, which is a great Catholic college, probably one of the best in the entire country. And it's just absurd. And the NFL is so stupid for even getting involved. Trace, the NFL has had rapists. The NFL has had people that have beaten women. And we're going to attack a guy that literally teared up when he talked about the day that he met his future bride in middle school, and who challenged men to be good husbands and good fathers. This is who we're attacking. Yeah. And in those clips, I mean, the drama of this is that he needs to be locked up and put on death row. It's absolutely absurd, the responses that this talk got.
Yeah, and Julie Hamill, to you now, because Whoopi Goldberg, it's a rare day. Whoopi actually thinks Harrison Butker agrees to be able to say what he wants to say. Watch.
Listen, I like when people say what they need to say. He's at a Catholic college. Yeah. He's a staunch Catholic. These are his beliefs, and he's welcome to them. I don't have to believe him.
Right.
I don't have to accept them. The ladies that were sitting in that audience do not have to accept them.
Whoopi and common sense in sync. It's a rare day.
It's, a broken clock is right twice a day.
Right.
I agree with Whoopi. It's not like he was calling for the stoning of women who don't cover their heads. He was talking about tradition and order in an orderless society or a disordered society. And after what we've seen, the crap in Congress last night, all of the lunacy going on, it's very refreshing to listen to that man speak.
Sean was talking about this, Christina, but here's the scroll of the NFL arrests that we have seen. This is just since 2023. We could kind of keep going on and on and on. Do you disagree? What do you think about this whole brouhaha?
Well, I think that we, per usual, are expending our energy on something that is so meaningless ultimately. And what I mean by that is we would be so better served to channel that fury toward the fact that there are 400,000 kids living in foster care across America right now who don't have their mothers or fathers involved in their lives. Right. Why don't we expend just even like 1/10 of that amount of energy toward solving these huge societal problems that we face and actually creating some good from it?
Yeah, it's a good point. Lou Holt said the following here, Sean. Thank you, butt kicker 7, for standing strong in your faith and values. Your commencement speech at Benedictine College showed courage and conviction, and I admire that. Don't give in. A lot of people against him, a lot of people for him. I've got about 30 seconds for you.
Yeah, the left in this country wants to write commencement addresses. That's their new industry. You could ask Jerry Seinfeld, and everybody loves Seinfeld, and they threw him under the bus for his great talk. It's absolutely absurd. You go to these Harvard campuses, Columbia campuses, where they are chanting death to Jews, and then Benedictine College has the courage to celebrate athletics, to celebrate faith, to celebrate the family. People should get on and give a donation to Benedictine College. I know where everybody's buying his jersey. We should give money to Benedictine because we need more of this. And we don't need people to cower to the mob.
Yeah, I mean, you look at both of you, and Julia and Christina, both successful. You're both moms. I mean, the whole thing is, how do you feel about this, Julie?
My work is very important to me, but the purpose behind it is for my children. My son is here with me right now. Right. I mean, my family is the most important thing to me, and my work would be meaningless without that.
Yeah, and your daughter is here.
Yeah, my 7-week-old is here. Look at this family-friendly environment.
Right?
I have been a career-focused woman. I don't take for granted the revolution it took to get here. Women didn't have the right to vote. They couldn't even own a credit card in the 70s. So that is certainly to be valued, and I understand why people are talking about that. But at the same time, my most sacred, important role has been that of mother. And I think that what's been lost in the conversation as we've pushed women to get more independent, what's been lost is valuing the mother who chooses to stay at home. I don't think we should pin them against each other. It should be a whatever you choose, let's celebrate it, because both are equally important. And being a mom is one of the hardest jobs in the world. Very important.
That's exactly right. Christina, Julie, Sean, thank you all. Great conversation. We appreciate it. And coming up, some of the priciest gas in the country about to get even more expensive. Why California is